Another use of disguise is seen with Edgar's transformation to poor Tom. The effect of disguise in Edgar's case is similar to that of Kent's. Both degrade themselves, Edgar much more, in order to live and fulfill their objectives in life. For Kent, it is to serve Lear. For Edgar, however, it isn't as simple. When he is disguised as poor Tom, Edgar shifts from persona to persona. One moment he may be talking like that of a bedlam beggar scheming revenge, to another where he leading his father to his death. Booth. Let's start with analyzing the beginnings of Edgar's change. As a criminal, Edgar decides to preserve himself, to take the basest and most poorest shape that ever penury and contempt of man. 23628. Edgar takes on this new persona quite quickly. He even appreciates the advantages of being destitute later on. He is willing to live on. It's interesting how quickly Edgar is able to adopt his new disguise. From an earl's son to nothing more than a destitute animal, Edgar's transformation is so bizarre yet so impactful. It makes it impossible for the audience to see him as anything he was before, adding to the dramatic elements of the play. His character becomes the opposite of many. Edgar is perhaps the most thoroughly documented briefly assumed identity in literature. Booth. The first person Edgar encounters is Lear, whom is the polar opposite of Edgar. Thus, it's important to note the respect Lear has towards Edgar, whom he regards as the embodiment of humanity. Edgar's disguise brings out Lear's disguised sympathy. It's also remarkable how strong Edgar's disguise is. Even when Gloucester enters the scene, even when Gloucester says that I loved Edgar, no father his son Durer, Edgar never drops his disguise. 152-153. Edgar's willpower to deceive highlights his own self-righteousness. Even love, although quite broken, cannot break his mask. As time passes, Edgar becomes even more engrossed by his new persona. He acknowledges the benefits of being destitute, that the lamentable changes from the best. For thou unsubstantial air that I embrace, 4I.528. Even when Edgar is talking to his father directly, he isn't willing to reveal who he is. He doesn't let his father see who he is. By the time Edgar finally reveals after deceiving Gloucester for so long, it's almost as if nothing changes. Gloucester barely recognizes, even though Edgar calls him father in lines 72 and 210 in Act 4 Scene V. Edgar could have revealed himself much earlier, however, he didn't, thus implying his own intentions are more valuable than his physical ID. As seen through Edgar, disguise not only helps to accentuate the idea of deception, but also to facilitate the development of other characters.